We'll head into it. Game number 1 of the whole night between Boom Esports and OB Neon.
I will tell you now, I'm not touching my mouse mic, so it's not me. It's just bug. No one was with us in the slot. No one jumped in and out. So it's just one of those things that happens. You would be interested to note, though, there's a level 1 engagement here. Aubing's dropping low, tosses out.
There is.
They're
yeah,
jumping in,
gone,
they got
John.
the stuns. Aubing, gone.
Aubing goes down. Tim's able to pick up the first blood. Now a massive boundless strikeout. OB Neon, but they've got to back the hell out of there because Enryu's going to drop to boot. They're just going to chase for more now. Tim's, oh, that's a massive impulse. Up to 5 heroes. Another close onto Hustler, though. Hustler looks to drop and does. So Boom Esports definitely the winners in all this. This laning phase we talked about at the Viper shouldn't have too much of a tough time, but you know, it is still against the Weaver. I highly doubt they're able to get the amount of harassment they're looking for. But as I say that, CTM's got him very aggressive onto Hustler, and he might have a kill. Hustler gonna stick charge up, but it's not quite enough.
So that early level 2 on CTM, just allowing him to play with that swarm early on. And I like what OB Neon's done with this lane. We talked about it in the draft. They needed sentries down to kind of cut off the Shikuchi, to toss the Nyx body forward. But level 1, you just don't have the stun to deal with that.
Tim's top lane finds his 3rd kill of the game already at 1.5 minutes in. Does get boundless striked up. Palos gonna try and chase him down, but no real chance of actually getting this kill. So I'll tell you what, John, as a Dawnbreaker player myself, finding these early kills tends to be very effective for the hero. Tim's already on his 3rd, as now bot lane. CTM finds another kill onto Enryu. Luckily for him, Tim's runs out of mana. Couldn't throw the Starbreaker out, and now Beng's going to rotate to try and at least find a bit of a trade here, but Tim's is going to be able to run his way out. FBZ will frontline for him. And it's just a real struggle, though bot lane, at the very least, they do end up picking off CTM. It does feel like this is going to be one of those kind of even trading lanes, unless we see a bit of a rotation from one of the supports from either side, but it seems like both teams are quite... In fact, never mind that, because Palos, he's going to drop again, John. FBZ and Tim's just so aggressive.
It's not enough to break off the Tide or the Dawnbreaker. Either one will still keep running up and will still be able to tank through a lot of that damage and punish. So it's a tough game for the Enchantress. Aubing has to walk all the way to the triangle to pick something up to play in this lane.
Yeah, and he gets unlucky again, John. He got the Wild Wing Ripper. It's probably the worst large creep you could get. Spot lane, Hyde, in pretty big trouble, and Ryu should have the kill, but now Tim's, he shows up again. They're going to find the Viper, but the Hustler, Nyx, is going to be just fine to run. Tim's, he's on absolute fire. 3-0-2, 5.5 minutes in. He's actually going to run right back into Hustler. Starbreaker going to be right on target. Celestial Hammer available again. He might have the kill, Tim's.
Oh my god.
Tim's, that's enough. It's 6 minutes into the game, Tim's. I'm going to need you to calm down a bit.
They get a good trade, trading up support for a core. They can leave the Tide solo because he's tanky enough. FBZ can just farm up and they can just focus on killing Enryu.
Uh-oh, and now Yopaj just rotated down to the pot lane, and yeah, this is a Viper, John. He's meant to be the dominant one, but the tips are flying out. Enry is coughing it. They refer to him as the CEO, John. I'll tell you what, he's looking a bit like a CEO right now.
Certainly is. They are certainly sending a message to Enryu after those friendly jokes inside.
Yeah, Hustler's trying to stack for his team, but there is no stacking while Tim's and Yopaj are on the case. Meanwhile, though, top lane, FBC ends up dropping, and the tips are now coming out back the way of Boom. As towards the bot side, Hustler does indeed end up going down.
And Tim's is just still pressuring the Viper lane. Like, Enryu's has less CS than our Tide, has not slowed down CTM. Like, you expect the Viper to have this early presence, but he just hasn't dominated at all.
Oh, Enryu, he copped the stun for the Starbreaker. CTM, he might keep going for this. Enryu, he's way too low to survive. He's going to try and at least get Tim's, and he should have him. But it's a very concerning sign when the pos 4 on the enemy team is the same level as the position 3 on OB Neon.
But rotating all those heroes up top just means CTM still has this free game. Level 8 now, Falcon Blade up, Javelin flying in, Maelstrom not too far off, and Enryu.
No, the neutral item. No, Enryu.
Oh no.
Oh, Tim's, he finds another kill on the Dawnbreaker for what? No, in fact, it was Yopaj who took it.
Complexity Scamberloo, I remember those days. And
Complexity.
He was a fantastic core back then. Yeah, he was one of the early C players to go to NA all that time back. Oh, yeah.
Kind of making fun of the team name, that's all. Yopaj, going to go into a bang. Cold Snap is there. They've got the Swarm as well, and CTM You know, seeing his team get so aggressive, he wants to join in the fray. Hustler gonna try and protect, but no.
Oh.
He still gets caught out, and now Tim's, he's set up onto the Tiny with the Fiend's Grip out. It's gonna be another kill out onto Jamesy, and in fact, they found Hustler. It just doesn't stop. The gift that keeps giving. OB Neon feeling very charitable today against Boom Esports.
Yeah, it's madness. Boom, just playing the strong tempo early on. They've got the heroes for it. They've got the control. They've got the damage. For Neon side, again, their draft, it needed to snowball with Viper. They lack team fight, and their options are limited.
I mean, just look at this. Yopaj rotates, gets a cold snap off. Tim's, he says, yeah, you know what? I'll commit the ulti and come over.
Perhaps once they have Jamesy's blink here, Mike, that's when you can kind of play with your Nyx. He can scout forward, you can blink up, get the burst. Until that blink is up for Jamesy, until the next 200 gold, they're kind of having to play a little bit safer here.
Bot lane Hyde. Oh, he looks like he was going to go down. Problem is FBZ's joined in now, and Palos doesn't know whether he wants to jump to go for the fight. In fact, he'll leave him be for at least now, as now Yopaj shows up on the Invoker, but he's been caught out. Big Ravage available, but it was only onto really one. Hustler, he'll keep the chase up with the Primal Spring in. Palos will be able to get the job done. Onto Enryu, they've got Hustler down. Palos, he'll keep trying to go for the fight. In the meantime, they do kill off Hyde, and of course the Viper has officially gone down as Jamesy and Palos are now being chased. The Gush is there, Jamesy's still in danger, but Palos, he'll commit the Wukong's command. FBZ does kill off a Bang, but now needs to back off. At least he digs up a bounty. It's very hard to hype up these team fights when FBZ's literally digging a shovel. Oh, the surprise reveal is definitely dead now. They can see the blink available on the Tiny. At the very least, they do get the bot tier 1, but they've got to come back and defend this mid tier 1. They can't let it go down for free like this. Enryu's trying, but he's just got no damage at the moment. Like, he literally does nothing to FBZ, and the jump's in. They're onto the Viper now. Enryu, he's going to try and back, but the Sunstrike is going to land. And with the Spirit Vessel, he might still just go down. In fact, never mind, but CTM, he's going to get the job done. Onto the Fiend's Grip now. They've got the Tiny. They couldn't ask for any more here on the side of Boom Esports as Jamesy. He's going to drop. Hustler, he can try to run, but CTM's the faster bug. There you go, FBZ takes care of it. And they've even got another. Tim's, he'll keep the vision up onto a Bang, who will keep trying to run. But ultimately, I believe he is just set to fall as the cold snap does come in. And that'll be another kill to the way of Boom Esports. Hyde on the Pos 5 Bane is level 9. He's ahead of 3 heroes on OB Neon. And that is ridiculous. But it's also very, very effective, especially when you've got a carry like Weaver. Does just rely on his right clicks, and that minus armor, it does start to add up.
Really does. Like, that on top of the swarm running through you, the minus armor is eventually going to clump up, and the D-push is great as well, though.
Yeah, bot lane, Tim's, Ravage going to be committed. FBZ wants to force the fight, and now a Starbreaker. Going to land on one. Fiend's Grip out. They've got the Tiny. No one's going to cancel it off, and now the Solar Guardian to come right through from Tim's. He'll survive. Back right out of there. And OB Neon, they are between a rock and a hard place right now. It's not looking too great for him as Hustler. He does at least get himself out, but they are going to lose 2 in the meantime. And
with the stats the Ags give you, of course, it's just really hard to pin down. You're seeing the effect of that Ags come in. A lot of that damage from the Wukong's just canceled off. CTM's pretty far forward here, though.
Right underneath the Sentry Ward as well. He's going to pop the BKB, though. Now, can you really fight him? Viper Strike's going to go through the BKB, but Palos, he's just going to drop so quick. The amount of damage CTM is dealing at the moment, it is nothing to laugh at.
It's a scouting tool, juking out the Gush damage. It's not easy. And I think that's something Neon has to be ready to play around. Like, just try to preempt and always be aware of. Yopaj, though.
He gets called out. Should be a death here, but the Solar Guardian, again, with the Aghanim Scepter, going to make it very difficult. He's still alive. They should eventually get through him, but what's it going to cost you? Hustler, he's going to drop immediately as FBZ now catches out Enryu. They'll find another. In fact, the Gush, it connected on a Bang. He wanted to get out of there. He got slowed up. He tried for the TP, but none of it's going to work. It's going to be a 3-for-1 trade. And of all people to take a triple kill, it's going to be Hyde on the Bane. Oh, the Dream as well, John. They found the Psychic Headband for Hyde. So even more cast range now. I believe the Aether Lens is actually on the way. Now, this is literally the Dream. a Bane spammer myself. This is getting me very excited, at least for height, as now the tornado lands onto Palos, but a very nice boundless strike. James is going to jump in, but there is your Solar Guardian once again keeping everyone alive, as now they turn around. Your punch, a great Chaos Meteor coming down from the heavens as the Ravage FBZ jumps in as well. They're all stuck in the tree line, and your punch, he just stands there and watches. They can't kill him.
Oh my god.
He watches everything with a front row seat, and they just could not take care of this Invoker.
Oh, Aveng.
Yeah, another one. Bay grenade out, FBZ playing with him. No shovel available for the Tide this time, John, but look at FBZ. Very slow motion here.
Ooh.
Tornado out. Ice Path. Spirit Vessel, everything being thrown at Bang. He's tanking a lot of damage. Sunstrike gonna connect though. Your Page, he'll take care of it.
I don't think Neon can fight it. It's just dropping way too fast. They are still scrambling though.
Way too late though.
They could look to play for the defense on the tier 2, but you're playing against Tide with Ags. Like, eventually that tower will fall. The creep wave is just never going to shove out in your favor.
Try and sneak from the backside. Your Page gonna run right into Jamesy instead. They'll go on to Enryu. That'll be a Viper gone. He'll BKB up. It's not going to protect him for the Sunstrike nor the CTM damage, and now they'll just rush for more. Hustler, he's going down to Tim solo with the Starbreaker, and now a Bang will also go down. That Starbreaker damage was kind of ridiculous. He literally just kind of one-shot him with the Starbreaker.
Yeah, the great thing about Starbreaker is it's physical. So all the minus armor just amps up your output and makes it scale towards late game, although...
they can't actually kill this Bane,
Oh
John.
my god.
Solar Guardian again onto the Tiny. The stun lands, the Fiend's Grip's there, the Tornado, your Page. Cancel off the Fiend's Grip, but I suppose it doesn't matter. It just doesn't.
If they find a kill, they stop the creep cutting to prevent the push, and...
It's got even more survivability. And at the very least, I suppose they can keep draining his mana. Yeah, they just back off. Top rack's taken. No contest. Just very surgical gameplay here from Boom Esports.
Yeah, and Neon have to watch out. There's a double Ravage on FBZ here, Mike. Could be a bad fight.
TNT's a tanky boy, and now the Ravage comes out. FBZ, he finds a double Ravage. You just talked about it, John. Right on cue from FBZ. Enryu, he's going to BKB, but it doesn't matter. It does nothing. It really is just very clean gameplay from Boom Esports. OB Neon, I believe this might be the last team fight they're going to try for here. Buyback's committed. They'll give it a crack. FBZ's in. They already see Hustler with the gem, but they won't chase him down too far. Back to CTM, you'll go after a Bing instead. Just 2 shots in the meantime, Solar Guardian's gonna come out again, right onto Jamesy's head, and they've got the control, I think. In the backside, Palos trying to fight CTM, but he's just gonna try and TP out in time, and he does do so. But he is the only survivor, and they will finally call it an absolute diminishing game, I'd say. It's just so dominant from Boom Esports. I can't say it was really close.
No, I think the score speaks for itself. There were a couple of moments where Neon were finding trades. I think on paper the drafts are really even. I would give Boom a slight edge. I think their scaling towards late game is a lot... It's a little better. It's not much, because Terrorblade late game is also a beast. He has to focus on the CS, just really build up the farm to get that snowball, get the levels up on the Lush to get the push going.
Absolutely. Over in the, never mind that, a Vortex comes out, Jamesy. Nah, he'll be fine. I should have stayed up top, or maybe down bot, where Enryu ends up going down again here to CTM and hide, and now Hustler is not going to be too safe.
I don't think it's going to be too tough, and that does set a good message for OB Neon. They've got one stable core building up, although down mid, Jamesy.
Yeah, in trouble. Tim's with a nice rotation with the Icarus dive out. Jamesy has been slowed down. Your Page can't quite get the job done, or never mind, he can. Last hit just barely within range. Well, nice rotation. They scan out your Page taking the snacks. This could be great timing if they could take those creeps away, but your Page, he's going to farm everything. Yeah, he's got it in time, and he's going to zip away, get aggressive onto the Winter Wyvern. Can he really get this kill on his own? He's going to try, but no, the Cookie's there in time. They'll turn it around, and they've got the Storm. The rotation pays off in the end. OB Neon, they should be very happy with that.
And they should be able to kind of take control in that jungle. They drop a good Obs ward here on Neon's side. so they can contest even further if more stacks are built up, keeping track of that. They do lose Aubing up top. That is the arena drop from FBZ. Not the biggest kill for that. However,
down towards the bot lane, Hyde, he's going to survive. CTM's getting aggressive against the Metamorphosis TV, and he might just have it.
he doesn't have Sunder.
He doesn't have Sunder. Palos, he's going to be okay. Oh, CTM, he's having a look around. Now rotation in, Yopaj, he's got Jamesy, but it's a lot of damage flying out. Ravage going to be there. CTM, he may have indeed gone too far, and he has. Jamesy, you will be able to take another kill on the Leshrac. It's a bit of a smoke rotation coming in from Boom, but they are going to lose that tier 1 tower. It looks like they just want to try and force some kind of fight out. Here come the TPs now. We've got CTM making his way over. Jamesy, he's going to miss out on the stun. Sunray will be there. Tim's dropping low, but not quite low enough. In fact, he gets the egg off in time. The Gush does not connect, but the Scatter Blast, or rather the little Shredder, is going to be there. CTM now, he's going to drop as well. It's not a great team fight for the side of Boom Esports, but it's not too bad either. Hustler should eventually just die. Curse gonna do absolutely nothing. Zabeng is gonna run to the tree line. An arena, oh, it's gonna break the trees, even around the arena. And another tip out here against FBC.
And he is getting that space. So I think for Neon, this is a pretty good situation. Sure, you're not finding kills. Neither is Boom. And you are buying space for that TB. FBC is alone here, though.
It's very far, though. Blink is going to be there, but Jamesy, he's got the Yules up. We'll get the stun as well, but Hyde, Static Storm is going to try and help out FBZ. He's going to go for the team fight. Arena's dropped with the spear. He does drop, but maybe they find Jamesy in return. Ravage has been committed. Yopaj, he's been trapped up in the corner now, trying to kill off a Bang, but he's not going to be able to get it, and now he's out of mana. He can't zip to the low ground. Curse is out. A Bang setting up. They could go for more. Here is Yopaj. He will drop. Tims, he's going to keep trying to fight. A Bang, he's going to drop. Enryu still trying to go onto Hyde, but the glimpse away is there into the cookie. Hustler, great stun out. They'll find the disruptor, but now CTM, he's going to jump in onto Hustler. They've got to snap fire down. Still a very favorable team fight there for OB Neon.
So I think that scaling is going to be a bit of an issue. Boom might need to start toning it down and just focus on getting a couple more items up before committing for these bigger clashes now.
Bot lane, zip in, Yopaj, he'll go right in after that Curse, or rather the Wyvern. Been a real nuisance towards the Storm so far. Enryu gonna get spotted, he'll try for the TP, but Hyde, he's got the glimpse back. And FBZ's got a nice arena as he runs around in circles. FBZ, come on mate, you can drop the spear. There you go. Very cocky FBZ on this Mars. A try. And this fight could lead to the first Roshan here. Gets to decide when this Roshan is taken. Hyde, gonna be spotted, does break the smoke. Jamesy, he does get the Yules off in time. Into the split earth, glimpse back, it's not gonna help. So a nice start to the fight, but the problem is, oh Boom, they're under vision. They are under vision right now, but the Ravage is duked out. How does he do that? CTM, he's out of there. They still find FBZ. They should have him. In fact, that was a very interesting curse being committed there by a Peng. Nevertheless, CTM is out scot-free.
Just need to wait for that item to be up. At that point, you can kind of rally behind that Storm.
Mid lane in Ryu. Mia jumped here, Yopaj. She's going to try. There's no way you're killing this Tide, though. He will be perfectly fine, at least for now. But FBZ, he'll spear him back. Maybe they can kill him off. Sunray, Static Storm. Everything being dropped. And eventually they'll get him. Nice pickup.
Enryu is not a very high value core. They can't afford to sort of sacrifice the Tide as Boom has been sacrificing FBZ and just keep playing the slow game, keep building up on the TB. Oh?
Cookie there, they've got Tims on the Phoenix, but he's got the Icarus dive once again. He just fine. It's now FBZ. Quick reactions, rotating in, trying to find Hustler. Spear's gonna land though onto the Terrorblade, and here comes Yopaj zipping right through, but the Sunder is gonna be there in time, but it does not matter. It just doesn't matter. Boom Esports, they'll clean up 3.
CTM also goes for the disassembly BKB play. and just immediately rebuys the Echo Saber. So they just managed to hit the spell immunity spike and don't need to worry about anything jumping in. Neon, they're ready to respond though.
Yeah, they've got the Ravage up, but they've got no Blink to initiate. Still Roshan not down yet. They need 7 seconds for the TB, but the Snapfire Kisses are going to fly in. Roshan still not down. Yopaj, he's going to try and do it by himself. Can he actually get this done? No, not quite. Or maybe he can, but no, Jamesy, he does pick it up, and the curse is there just to ensure they're locked down into a massive Ravage from Enryu. They just shred them to pieces. Hyde, he's going to try and run, but there's no running. By Hyde, almost a complete wipe here against Boom, as the only survivor is going to be Tims on the Phoenix.
Aegis on Lash, best here to have that as well, because he can maximize that second mana pool. And the push is just relentless. They take the mid tier 2, they can shove out top tier 1 into tier 2 as well if they want to, although...
Yeah, FBZ, he's in after the tide, but Enryu, he's still fine. Meanwhile, a Beng in the backside gets caught out by Japoi onto the tide again, but no. The BKB is there this time, so Enryu, he'll just commit the TP and get the hell out of there. But Palos, he's been left alone. He does not have an Aegis either, but Yopaj does not have the Vortex quite yet. Spirit Vessel is there. Palos will force out the BKB, turn back around onto the Storm. Great cookie out, Hustler. He's done it again. He lands another great stun out onto FBZ. They'll go. The Mars dropping very low. Static Storm, it may help out here. They might be able to turn with CTM with the Wukong's command. They'll get down the TP as Jamesy. He'll make his way over on the left rack. He'll try to make something happen. But it's still a 3 for 2 in the end. Hustler still going to try for a cookie, but not going to make it in time.
That it can be a massive nuisance for the core. So Neon again finding those openings, making it work. They might be able to take this tier 2 as well, though the respawns are back up for Boom.
Yeah, he's got the Aegis, John. He might be baiting for the team right now, but the spear is out. They hold him down. Meanwhile, Hustler, he's jumped in, and now the Ravage. It lands on 3 heroes. Back on FBT they go. There goes your Mars. Hyde, he's trying to run, but Jamesy will just chase him to the ends of the earth. CTM, he's going to try and fight this one out, but who do you target? Boundless, it will land onto the Lesh. That'll be the Aegis gone, but now the curse is there. Yopaj walks right into it. Split Earth is out as well. They've held down the Monkey King. Yopaj, he's going to try and save him. He will try his absolute best. CTM, he's out of there for now. But Yopaj, no, he'll be fine as well. He has the mana, but for how long? Jamesy, he's diving tier 3 towers now. CTM going to try and help out, but it's not enough. Jamesy's got the damage. Palos gives the tip over, and they're onto the tier 3 bot tower.
Like, we've seen Boom do this a lot. They love playing aggressive. They love just dragging their bodies forward. And Boom, they have their team fight back up. They've got Static Storm, Arena, Egg ready to go when they respawn, but it's not fast enough. And I think they are having a bit of a damage issue locking in these cores. They will go for a smoke play. Again, every spell up here for Boom, Mike. They could try to isolate someone and get the kill.
Oh, zip in, again a Bang, but he blinks out in time. The Orchid not quite enough as Jamesy going to move in. The Split Earth, it does land again. They've caught the Storm. Yopaj, he'll pop the BKB. He'll keep trying to fight this one out as Hustler. Going to be healed up. Hyde, he is going to get taken down immediately by Jamesy. No problem. So be Neon. Looking for more. Going to find FBZ in the back. The Mars trying to sneak up. Land a nice arena initiation, but it was just never there.
Like, the Winter Wyvern is the right target, but the blink is just saving way too much. Very fast fingers on Abeng before any right clicks can come out, and now CTM's all alone up here.
Absolutely. Abeng, he's going to be there. You've got the curse available if you do need to throw it out. CTM, he's going to zone them out with the Wukong's command, but does he have a TP available? He does, but they know exactly where he is, and they've got him. Split Earth is there. BKB forced down, but CTM, he's running out of the Wukong's command very soon. Balance not going to really land either. Great Yule Scepter out from Jamesy, and CTM cops the tips immediately from the side of OB Neon.
I think that's going to be a massive issue for Boom. As Neon, top tier 2 gone, they could go for the Megas here.
Absolutely. I wouldn't blame them for trying. They've got all their ultis up. Yopaj almost felt like they knew he was there for a second with the way they've turned around. In fact, the Beng is going to get jumped. Yopaj is going to try and get this done by himself with the Vortex out. Egg, not going to be there yet. They'll drop the Sunray first. Into the arena now. Trapping a couple, but they've got the BKBs up. So the initiation's just not there, and now the curse is out. They've got Tims on the Phoenix. He's got the buyback available, and he still has that Egg available, but the Ravage has been committed. CTM in big trouble, and he's gone. No buyback available into the Spear FBZ. He'll try to hold back Jamesy. But they're without a position 1 right now as Yopaj, he'll jump back in after the Winter Wyvern. They'll get one. But Beng's gonna commit the buyback. FBZ, he's there with the spear, back onto the left rack, but Jamesy, he's gonna survive. In fact, FBZ's the one to drop, back on Tims. He still has the egg, but he can't find an opportunity. He's forced to use it in the fountain just to survive the right clicks of Palos. Back in on Yepage, he'll try out the Jamesy. Jamesy still trying to run, does eventually go down onto the Icarus dive. Can they find more? They've protected the top racks. Is it enough though? Enryu, back, glimpsed back by Hyde, and eventually might just die, but no, the curse is there. Bang, he'll keep the tide alive, and he's back up to half HP now. The man just won't die. They're on to Mega Creeps, into Hyde, into the Phoenix. They want to finish off this game, and it looks like they might have it with Yopage. He wants to try and stop this right here, right now, but no, the Sunder. Palos, he'll keep Enryu alive. Yopage still trying his absolute best, but the curse, it's there again. Rather the embrace, Palos being hugged by a Bang, not letting him die, into the BKB and the TP out. They just can't kill him. Bang, he might finally drop and die back. It won't matter, he's had so much impact. Enryu, he's gonna be fine. Spear out from FBZ onto Hustler. They may have found another. The zip in from Yopage will be more than enough. But John, they're against Megas now.
And even the egg sunrays as well. So it's just tough for Boom to find an opening. I think they're gonna have to depend on you and maybe slipping up a bit.
Sean's up, but they want the fight first. Hyde, he was spotted for a second. They've got the dust. He's going to try and run with the Thunderstrike bonus speed, but it's not going to be enough. Nice things to start off this Roshan fight here for OB Neon. Buyback is there. CTM trying to get the vision. OB Neon, they have not backed out of the Roshan pick quite yet. They understand how far ahead they are right now, and there's really no need to stop as FBZ. He's going to jump in, but he has not got Palos. Arena and Spear both down now. In fact, his BKB is also gone, and the fight becomes infinitely harder. You're looking at Yopage to try and go for a big Roshan steal, I think. So I'm not sure if they can really force a 5v5 team fight. Hyde, very far forward. He just brought back Hyde. He might be going right back to the graveyard. The kisses, they're going to come in from a mile away. And he has died back immediately as CTM. He's going to BKB and try to fight this. It's not looking great. Yopage, he'll go into the back line. He just wants to Winter Wyvern, but they've lost their POS 1 Monkey King. It's not looking good. Yopage, he's just going to zip away and TP the hell out, but the GG's been called. And OB Neon, after such a devastating game 1, managed to turn it back their way and tie out the series against Boom Esports.
Yeah, it's a great way for Neon to close out. You know, I forgot to mention this early on, but it is also Palos' birthday.